What triggers an EEO investigation for discrimination claims? Imagine feeling like you've been treated unfairly at work and wondering what happens next. If you or someone you know files a complaint about discrimination, you might ask what could set off an investigation by the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Well, it all starts with a formal complaint called a charge of discrimination. This happens when an employee believes they have been unfairly treated based on protected traits like race, gender, age, religion, disability, or genetic information. These traits are protected by federal laws, which mean employers cannot discriminate against workers because of them. Once a person files this charge, the EEO reviews it to decide if there is enough evidence to open an investigation. They look at whether the complaint involves issues like unfair hiring or firing, unequal pay, harassment, or retaliation for reporting discrimination. Sometimes, the EEO investigates even if the complaint is not very detailed, as long as it raises questions about possible violations of discrimination laws. Employers should be aware that failing to keep good records can trigger an investigation. If a company does not document their policies or how they handle employee issues, it can look suspicious. The EEO might see this as a sign that the employer is not following the law. Also, ignoring employee complaints or not acting on them can lead to an investigation. If an employee reports discrimination and the employer does nothing or retaliates against them, that can prompt the EEO to step in. Another common trigger is retaliation. If an employee reports discrimination or participates in an investigation and then faces adverse actions like demotion or termination, the EEO may investigate for retaliation violations. Employers should also be cautious about how they handle discipline and promotions to avoid accusations of discrimination. Regular audits of employment practices can help catch issues early. Clear policies on equal opportunity and non-retaliation should be communicated to all staff. When complaints are made, they should be taken seriously and investigated promptly. This way, businesses can prevent small issues from turning into formal EEO investigations. Understanding what triggers an EEO investigation helps employers stay compliant and avoid costly legal problems. By documenting policies, training staff, and addressing complaints quickly, companies can create a fair workplace and reduce the chances of an investigation.